welcome to this new video for my channel, The Mental Traveler. I'm Caro Herrera, and today I'm going to be reviewing the third season of a show called The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. It's a dramedy set in the late 50s and early 60s New York, and it stars Rachel Brosnahan, Alex Bornstein, Luke Kirby, Michael Segan, Marion Hinkle, Tony Shalhoub, Jane Lynch, Zachary Levi, among many others. The third season aired on December 6 on Amazon Prime, and it contained 8 episodes of around 40 minutes. Before I begin though, let me just say that this will be a video with spoilers, so if you haven't seen the third season, be aware. I first heard of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel way before it even aired, but despite I love period dramas and that Amy Sherman-Palladino, its creator, wrote my favorite TV series ever, Gilmore Girls, I actually didn't end up seeing it until 2019. But when I finally did, I binge watched the first 2 seasons because I absolutely fell in love with the show. And so I spent a lot of that year waiting for the third season. And when it finally aired, I finished it in less than 2 days. In this season, we follow Mitch Maisel as she goes on tour as the opening act of the singer Shy Baldwin. Thus, we visit cities like Vegas and Miami. We also follow Susie, Mitch's manager, as she becomes the manager of Mitch's rival, Sophie Lennon, who now wants to make it on Broadway. Other storylines include what is going on with Mitch's parents and with Joel, her ex-husband. Mitch's parents are looking for a new home, and Joel is trying to open a bar. I give the third season a 5 out of 5 stars review for several reasons. First of all, I highly enjoyed it and recommend it. It's a stunning production, a feast for the eyes with all of these lovely costumes, musical numbers, pretty locations, gorgeous soundtrack, and in this season what really stood out to me were all the sweeping, smooth movements of the camera. I also really like the fact that we got to see 2 actors from one of the coolest movies ever together again in the same production. That movie I'm referring to is The Princess Bride. And although these 2 actors do not share any screen time, unfortunately, together, it made me so happy to see Carrie Ells, who played Wesley, and Wallace Shawn, who played Vicini, united. Moving on, last season it was really beautiful that we got to see Mitch and her family in Paris. But now that we went to Las Vegas, I really liked it because I was just there in September of 2019. So it was all very fresh in my memory. Plus, seeing a portrayal of Vegas and Miami in the late 50s, it's always a great idea. And as I've said in my reviews for Season 1 and Season 2, I really like Mitch. I think she's a wonderful character and her relationship with Susie is just pure gold. But what I like and admire most about her is that she's a strong, feminine female lead, showing girls that you can be proud of your looks and of wearing pink without feeling like you don't have a voice or that you're being dismissed for being the weaker, gentler sex or something. The only thing that stands out to me about Mitch, though, is the fact that she isn't a good mother, I think. But this just really stands out to me because Amy Sherman-Palladino also created Gilmore Girls, which deals about how much a mother loves her daughter. So I guess it speaks on what a good writer Sherman-Palladino is, if she can create these very different types of mothers. Someone, though, that I really don't care about in this show is Mitch's ex-husband, Joel. I mean, seriously, his storyline as he tries to open a bar and finds a new love interest, well, it was amusing at times. It was really boring. Like, I seriously don't care one fig about him. Anyways, but if I had to choose what was my favorite bit in this season, what absolutely stood out to me in this beautiful period drama, it would have to be something that happened in episode 5. And that is that we got to see a lot of romantic tension between the characters of Mitch and Lenny Bruce, her close friends and fellow comedian and sort of mentor. And okay, I am aware that the actress who plays Mitch and Amy Sherman-Palladino are not that keen on the idea of Mitch and Lenny getting together. But seriously, not only have I always loved Lenny, but in this episode so many things were happening between them. And there were so many things left unsaid as well. But there was just such chemistry and romantic tension, as I said, between them in episode 5 that I absolutely fell in love with not only Lenny but with the idea of Lenny and Mitch together. I love how their friendship has developed, and I get the feeling that while Mitch is not that ready to act upon her growing feelings for him yet, by now he's realized that he's pretty smitten with her. Like, seriously, I just can't stop talking about episode 5. I absolutely adore their date. I love how Lenny encourages people to notice Mitch because of her talent and how much his approval means to her. I beyond love that whole scene of them in the bar/club, from the way they were looking into each other's eyes, to what they were telling each other and not telling each other, to the way they were dancing so closely and lovingly and tenderly. And then when they're back at his hotel, I still can't get over all the tension of will they, won't they. Like, I'm seriously getting butterflies right now in my tummy because of it. And while it sort of broke my heart that Mitch much left him. I fell for Lenny even more than I already was when he tells her that maybe someday they might have a chance. And like, I couldn't help myself, and now I've written all this fan fiction in my mind about how future seasons could cover the romance. Because like, okay, Lenny Bruce is based on a real comedian who, spoiler here, committed suicide in 1966. So while it would be really heart-wrenching and sort of like a Star is Born storyline for the two of them to get together just as Lenny's career is going downhill and Midge's is soaring. And while it would make this show quite dark, I still really think that it would be such a good idea. So yes, please, Amy Sherman-Palladino, do something with that, please. Anyways, for the moment, I believe that this is all I have to say about the third season of this show. Thank you so much for watching my review of it. Please let me know if you enjoyed it or not, as well as what are your own thoughts on the show as a whole, or on the third season specifically. Let me know if you agreed or disagreed with anything I said here. And they will make a season 4, so of course I shall be watching and reviewing that season. Anyways, in the description box below you can find a link to the show's IMDb page, as well as to my review for season 1 and season 2. Anyways, I'm Caro Herrera, the Mental Traveler, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you're in the world. I'll be seeing you soon. Goodbye!